I'm sure I can improve on it.
What's going on, Captain Bryon?
Hey, good afternoon.
So I know you guys have been killing the fish out there on that 39-hour trip. You guys have been doing really well. You're heading out again today, huh?
Roger that.
Very cool, man. So as far as the fishing goes out there, mostly been deep water where we've been seeing these red snapper past 150, even up to 200 and past 200. That deep water seems to be where it's at lately, huh?
Yeah, this year for sure. We're not finding the snapper everywhere, like we did last year. We're really having to chase them around a little bit this year. The deeper water doesn't get as much fishing pressure, so it's been producing, and we're getting some nice gags with them too.
Yeah, deeper you go, the better the chance for the gags, and we're also seeing some nice scamp too.
Yes.
And the pelagics have been pretty strong. You've been catching some nice pelagics on these trips, huh?
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot more than we've been catching. There's been a lot of grass on the surface this year, a lot of weed lines. It's fouling a lot of our trolling gear, costing us some fish. But pretty typically, we'll see a couple, one or two pelagics on every stop.
Wow. And you're seeing them come up to the side of the boat and check us out and dip?
Even in the middle of the night. It's not uncommon to see a tuna or a kingfish go by. Will thought he saw a wahoo right up on the boat the other night.
Wow. So the flat lines have kind of been the best bet with the trolling being messed up with that weed, huh?
Right.
Okay. What about pitch baiting? Has anybody been doing that?
Most of the guys aren't ready for it. We try to tell them to have a rig set up because the Mahi, we've been seeing quite a few Mahi this year, which typically we don't, but I think it's because of all the weed lines. And if you've got a pitch bait ready, you've got a good chance to get a few.
Nice, nice. Now the mangrove bite's been a little tough lately. They're just kind of spread out, spawning, huh?
Yeah, it's been tough. We try to get the mangroves all night. We're chasing the mangrove snappers all night, every trip, and then having to make quite a little bit of a run, to get into the deeper water for the red snappers. I guess there's public comment coming up on the mangrove fishery.
Yeah, that mangrove public comment thing is about the stock status criteria. So they had the stock assessment said that mangrove snapper weren't doing well because of the stock status criteria they use. So they're changing that stock status criteria to hopefully avoid any regulation changes on those mangrove snapper. What do you think about it?
I think we've been doing all right. There still seems to be a lot of fish. It's a little touch and go right now. The mangroves have been tough. I don't think it's because they're being overfished. I just think the water's hot. They're a little lazier. This year the water's as warm now as it typically is in August.
Yeah, I saw a surface temps map the other day, and most of the Gulf of Mexico is 90 degrees, if not like 91, 92. We need one of those storms to come stir it up, huh?
That's right.
Very cool. Well, any tips or tricks you could share with these individuals coming out, planning to come out with you?
Keep your bait wet.
Keep your bait wet. And where do we fish? In the Gulf, right?
Yeah, west of here.
Yeah, and how deep do we fish?
All the way on the bottom.
And where'd you catch them?
Right in the corner of the mouth.
If you don't know Bryon, he's got the jokes, man. And he's a good rapper, but I don't think we're going to be able to get him to do that on camera. Thanks, Bryon. I appreciate it.
All right, D.